Hi, Ellen. Hi, Erica. Welcome to our Super Chat Saturday. And
Yeah.
yeah, instead of Sunday, but things come up on our calendar that are out of our control and are we have to commit ourselves to. So when Anne said she was open to Saturday, I was open to Saturday. So here we are today. So how are you, Helene? How are you, Erica? How is everybody doing? Let us know you can hear us loud and clear.
Yeah.
So you've had a great week, Anne.
I've had a lovely week, really nice. Had family round as well, which always absolutely thrills me to bits.
Yeah,
Yeah, I've had a lovely day,
that little
absolutely lovely week. And
that little baby of yours, that grandchild is growing up.
oh yeah, she's an absolute delight. And today, of course, I've been thoroughly spoilt because it was Mother's Day in the UK last week, and
Yes, yes,
my
yours is
two lovely
early.
girls treated me to a manicure and nail.
Oh,
Um,
beautiful.
so
Yeah,
yes, so you're never going to see them any better than they are today
that's
because they've just been done
great.
today.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I cleaned mine off all week long. You could see with my dailies, you could see my sort of my blue green
yeah.
nails. I wondered if you were going to be wearing this color today. I almost wore pink myself, and I thought, no, I'll wear the teal because you have a color top like this too.
Yeah,
So
I wear a lot of turquoise. It just draws me to it. And this
well,
week,
yeah,
I thought, every
and
every weekend you're wearing the same color. So
and me, I've been wearing so much black out there and turtlenecks because it's been cold and it's winter here. And it just kind of, to me, it looks better on me. Since I've gone gray, black looks
yeah,
good. Never did before when I was dark. I never wore it. So it's funny how we change in our complexion and everything changes, right?
yeah.
Yeah, for
When
sure.
I elected to go, we call it silver. That's wisdom.
Yeah,
Um, I just thought, that's a lovely reason to wear bright colors.
exactly. Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. Thank
So I
you.
go.
I'm just going to write this down here. All righty. She's got a question. And Erica, thank you guys. Very nice. Okay. And we're just chatting here to connect. Hi, Tammy. Sorry, sweetheart. You slipped right in there and I didn't see you. So Tammy's our monitor, as you guys know. She keeps she's our doorkeeper. She keeps the wolf off the door and she keeps law and order in our room. Not that we need it, but yeah, thank you so much, Tammy. And everybody, let's send our good energy and any healing towards Tammy because she just discovered she has Parkinson's disease, but she's being monitored by her doctor and she's on some medications for it, and hopefully they'll get her on a really good program that'll help her with this. So yeah, Tammy, they've come a long way with it, and not that that's an easy thing to have or say.
No.
But anyway, yeah, so we weren't sure how many people would be here today because we changed our day, as you know. And
Yeah.
I actually didn't get the notice out until yesterday. I don't know where my head was. I was busy doing videos and here and there and appointments and so on. And you just get busy, right?
Yeah.
And
I
what
write
people,
myself a note. I have a little notebook, as you know, my little favorite notebook. And I
yeah,
wrote it down because I thought this week I've got to get it out on different days. And
yeah.
then, of course, it's British summertime. It's Canadian summertime with you.
Yes. Or
It's,
yeah, we changed. You found that out
yeah,
last week. We changed to, yeah,
Greenwich Mean Time here, but only for another 2 weeks.
and then you're going to
And
change and
then
move.
we're going to flip the time.
Yeah.
So
So I'll
all
have
of
to
our
be off.
advertising says 8 p.m. and it's in fact 7 p.m. here.
Oh, okay.
And I realized that, all the advertising's gone
Yes,
out at
because you haven't
8
flipped
p.m.
with me. Yes, we're saying
But
8, it's not. You're right, because you stayed where you were.
however,
I moved forward. Yeah.
however, if we wait long enough and we talk long enough, in 2 weeks' time, it's going to be right because we're going to be,
We'll be back on
yeah,
schedule.
we're
Is
going to be back on time when we
Yeah,
change, when we alter the clocks because we go forward an hour, same as you. Yeah.
crazy.
I thought it was only us that did that. They say every day is a
Oh,
school.
no, we've been doing this for years and years. In
Yeah.
fact, now they're talking about, do we really want to have it anymore in Canada and in Ontario? And there's been a lot of conversations in Quebec. Everybody's been saying, do we really want it? I mean, I enjoy it because it does throw me off. I said to everybody, I see people on the elevator all the time, and I say to them, it's almost like I got jet lag, you
Yeah.
know. and I
Yes.
do get jet lag, especially if I go to Europe and I don't get it going. It's coming home. It totally goofs me up coming home. And you figure there's those, those differences in time. But yeah, I said it's like having jet lag. When our clock moved ahead, I'm sleeping in. I never sleep in. Or I'll wake up early and then I'll go back to sleep, right? And it's like, oh my God, it's 8 o'clock. What am I doing at
Yeah.
this
That's when you dream. That's when you start dreaming. When you just, oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's really nuts. But anyway, yeah, so we just weren't sure, everybody, how things were going to go. So we'll definitely be getting at you first, Helene, and then Erica for your questions. So let's see what we have here. We'll start off and we'll watch as the room starts to fill up. If it does or it doesn't, we're okay with that. So this is Elaine. She says, the manager job I left last year because I left the city is available in a city near me on a 9-month contract. Should I contact them or keep looking? Okay, so is available in a city near you. So that's a really good thing. Yeah. Okay. Because presently you're not employed, right, Elaine? You're not working right now. You're not gainfully employed at the moment. All righty. Oh, they're talking about stopping the time change. Elaine says in France as well. I don't know why. I mean, I guess I don't know why they want to do that, but yeah, I thought you were unemployed. Yeah, so okay, let's see.
Right. Okay. Helene. Should I contact them or keep looking? Right. So, Helene, your first card is the Hermit card. And this is you shining your light in the world, standing up there with your lantern, being that guiding light for others and teaching from experience and leading by example. As if I was reading this card in one of my weekly readings, I would be saying stepping up into that leadership role. The King of Wands comes in with an absolute amount, any amount of confidence for you. Now, the King of Wands, confident, self-assured, very successful, and very entrepreneurial, manager material. This card is your second card. The King of Wands comes in very much with this confidence to say, yes, you can do it. And here's your plan. Let me help you with your plan to move you forward. I feel you need some more information. That's what the Page of Pencils is bringing in. Now, the pages all bring a message. They all have an envelope. And the Page of Pencils is new information, new ideas. And I do think you need to find out some more information because that's the clarity that you need. So I think you need to do a little bit of homework. And then the Eight of Pencils says, don't let any old negativity or anybody else's doubts hold you back. Get rid of those negative thoughts, pop that balloon with a pin. And believe in yourself and say, oh, yes, I can. So your question was, should I contact them? Yes, I definitely think you should. Time for you to step up. These two cards here, the Hermit and the King of Wands, are very much stepping up leadership. The Page of Pencils brings in information. I do feel this is you looking for information. Make sure you've got all your information about this new job. And then don't let any self-doubt or any, oh, shall I have a go. Find out, get all your information together. And then that lovely King of Wands. That's very entrepreneurial, business-like, saying, here's the confidence. What are you waiting for? So, Helene, I hope that's helpful to you. Thank you.
Okay, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 yeses out of 5 cards that you need to do this. And the reason I'm saying that is because yes, it's possibly going to be a 9-month contract, but who's to say that they might be wanting to keep you on after that 9 months? Then there's this other way of looking at it. You can still be gainfully employed, making money right now, and still looking. Okay. There's nothing stopping you on the side and on the QT to still look for another job. And if something better comes up, you just transition into the new one. So I know the job is the same I did last year, but the CEO and director are quite bad. Okay. Yeah. So you have this situation with the karma there. Okay. So again, I'm seeing this, that this could be a good move. Okay. So the Queen of Swords is cutting things out. Okay. I don't think you're going to take any nonsense from anybody, but this could be you feeling this way about this new job. It's time to stand up for yourself, okay, and do what's right for you. That's what the Queen of Swords is all about. She just says, you know, I'm done, or I'm going to do this and I'm going to cut that out. And she makes up her mind. She's very forthright and she's very confident in her decisions and choices to go forward. Autonomon in the shop. I don't know what that means. Autonomon in the shop. I don't know what that means. Do you know what that means?
No, no.
She's French, so it might be a word she's using that, you know, we don't get. Okay, so anyway, you know, this will involve some travel. They do not need to train you. Okay, great.
Ooh,
Perfect.
yeah.
Yeah, you know the job. So it's
Mm.
not a big brainer for you. You can go in there, you can, you know, if it's only 9 months, Helen, you can bite your tongue, turn your back on them, do your job, get paid and go home. Okay. It's not your dream job. I get it. But I think that, you know, you may be wanting to go the distance here to continue looking, because this Three of Wands is you looking out across the you know, across the horizon and the ocean for your dreams to come true and for your ship to come in. But it's also the cards that says you have the foresight to continue doing it. And this is why I'm saying this may be a temporary job, but at least you're going to be making money, right? You're going to be gainfully employed. Also, you said if you decide to relocate and you decide to rent another place, you probably need to be gainfully employed so that whoever is going to allow you to rent space will know you've got a job, right? It doesn't matter if you've got $100 million in the bank. They just need to know that you're working, right? You can pay your bill. So there's that thought. Now, I think it's going to take you need to be patient, because you have that Knight of Pentacles. And, you know, the Knight of Pentacles makes plans like you're doing, makes a detailed plan, checks everything off, you know, wants the perfect thing and to work out for him, and cannot rent a place with a temporary contract. Okay. So anyway, I think it's going to take you a little bit of patience, but I'm still thinking that this is a good thing for you to do. You need to just not worry so much about it. You're trained to do the job. You know, what's the worst scenario, Helen? You start off and you start working for them. And if it's not good, you leave, right? You quit, you get out of there. You don't have to stay. Nobody's making you have to stay, right? But I'm just looking at it that it's getting you back out there. You're working, you're doing a job that you know, and you're getting paid to do it. You got victory after hard work and struggle. Okay. So to me, this is a good move for you. It's not your dream job. It's not where you're going to be forever, but you're going to be out there again, gainfully being employed and being paid for it. So it's up to you. I mean, you know how you feel about the karma and about the energy working for those, for the CEO and that. But I think if you can just get it in your head to go to work, do your job, don't take anything personal, and then go home, and you're being paid to do it. In the meantime, you're still going to be doing your research on your computer to see if you can find something else more appropriate that you really want. So most of these cards are telling me that you should do this. Okay. How do you feel about this, Anne?
Very much so, because we've got the King of Wands and the Hermit. It's this one. First one out.
Yeah.
There she is, shining a light, going, yes, stepping up. Yeah.
So remember I said you're going the distance. So you could be moving somewhere else too, right? It says, but I have a trip to rent a place to a woman, from a woman. And she built a small flat on the top of her house. Okay. Yeah. Is that still in your jurisdiction? It's still in the area you work, Helen, so that you could still do this job as well as move there if you decided to take that small flat? Because there's that to consider too, right? So, but anyway, our reading here reflects that this would be even if it's a temporary move for you to take this job on, Helen, at least you're gainfully employed. Yes, it's close to the shop. Well, you know what? It sounds like this is a done deal. If you can get this flat close to that shop and you can do that work. I mean, it is a 9-month contract, but who's to say that they might not keep you on even longer? Okay, if you're satisfied there. All right. So thank you so much for your super chat and for your question and always being in my room. You're such a great. Oh yeah, you're such a great client of mine. Okay. Hello, Damara. Sorry. Hello, Yvette. You guys came in when we were busy doing the reading, so we missed out on saying hello to you. The Tree of Life. Hi, how are you? That's an interesting name, eh? I love it. The Tree of Life. Life. Okay. All righty. Beautiful. Okay. Do you have a channel, Tree of Life, of your own out here on YouTube? Francis Disco. Hello. I haven't seen you in forever. Nice to see you. How are you doing? Nice to see you. She's saying hi to you, Anne.
Thank you.
Oh, all right. So Helen says, okay, I will call them on Monday. All righty. Yeah, I would do that if it were me. Okay. These cards look good for you. And like I say, the bottom line is here, Elaine, you can stay or you can leave that job, right? But I think you need to be thinking about if it's a better place for you to locate and move. I think that would be amazing. So you'd have the job and a nice flat to live. So it sounds like things are going to work out. Sounds great. Okay, let's see who we've got here. Go back here. Erica. Erica, I think, wants a general. Yeah. Okay, so Erica wants a general. So you're over in the UK, Anne. I know you're shuffling. Yep. You know, we get tidbits here on the royal family and Charles and, King Charles and on Catherine. Any more word over there on her? I mean, they just said she had, it was it was surgery she knew she was going to have. It isn't cancer, but nobody has said too much. Even with a hysterectomy, it's only 8 weeks. You know what I mean? I don't know.
It is. I also think that, but they don't have a regular life in that it's maybe 6 to 8 weeks, but then she's then straight back into it. She can't put her foot wrong. She's got to present herself well. She can't just get up one morning and walk around in her slippers drinking cocoa, can she? Just think. So when she does get back, she has to be not only fully recovered, but fully energized and ready to go. And I think that's why she's taking the extra time off. Personally.
Yeah, you're right. She's got to jump right in there, back into the action.
And everybody, they scrutiny, of everything about them, how they're dressed, what shoes they're wearing. Did she close the car door with her left hand? Oh, she didn't close the car door at all. Do you know what I mean? That it's such a difficult, it's like in a goldfish bowl.
Exactly.
If I was to put myself in her shoes, which I don't want to, but I can see the common sense in taking more time off, because when she does get busy, it's and then some. So,
she's got to hit the ground running and have a and she's very slim, she's very thin. I mean, very tall. I mean, she's not robust. You know what I mean? No. And so whatever surgery she had, maybe that's true. She's making sure she's going to be able to go right out there and be herself again, 100%.
She'll want to come out and be spot on.
And I think Charles is taking time because of the chemo or whatever treatments he's having. Let's face it, it zaps your energy. He's what, 76 now? Something like that. And it's harder to get over things when you're older like that, So I think but do you feel he's grooming William to step in sooner? You know, he
Tricky
went.
one. I'm not saying this. I've stopped shuffling my cards because this is
Yeah,
the world according to Anne. Not.
yeah,
I don't see him going on like Queen Elizabeth did
yeah,
for evermore,
yeah.
which
He knew
was
at that time.
wonderful,
Yeah,
because I think he will see the value in being there to support William.
yeah,
Because if we look at, I think it's Denmark, their queen abdicated on New Year's Eve, and her
yes,
son has stepped in. I don't think he knew much about it. I mean, can you imagine your mum just doing that and you go, oh, didn't even know.
yeah,
So he's had to step up into that. But the lovely thing about that is she's still around to
yeah,
just guide him. You know, she might say, well, the last time they
yeah.
came around, you
Yeah,
know,
but that'll
this
be the
was a
same
really
with
good.
Charles, right? That'll be the same with him.
Yeah,
If he lets, I don't know, like at our end of the world in Canada, and of course the royal family is very important to us here in Canada as
yeah,
well. We just feel that this was kind of the straw that broke the camel's back, where Charles, now that he's dealing with health issues, will start to make William do more. And you know, I hate to say it, but when when Harry left, William said to him, I have no choice. You do. And you've decided to take it. You know what I mean? And
yeah,
and I don't think it was a shock to everybody, but it was when the book came out, our end of looking at it, that made things worse, right? And it was like they felt they'd been betrayed and whatever. But I think he almost looks like, we know he's capable, but he almost looks like he's really dreading it.
yeah.
When yeah, it's not what he wanted to see happen now, right? And this is what's
No,
happened to all of them. It's all happened to all the royal family. I mean, the fathers die, and all of a sudden, look at Queen Elizabeth. What was she in her early 20s? Guess what? You're now going to be the head of the country,
yeah.
whatever.
I
And
think they're sensible enough. I mean, at the end of the day, and I will get on to Erica, you're reading in a minute.
yeah,
When I look at them, and I don't envy that job at all, but they're 80% water, same as the rest of us, and they're a family. And, we've got to understand the real people.
yeah,
And the scrutiny that they go through, and goodness knows what's going on with the media. I still see them as a family, and they must ring each other up, and they must go out to each other's houses and have a nice lasagna supper and this
yeah,
sort of thing. And they still have to live. And I know there's a lot of privilege that goes with that, but there's also, you kind of trade that for your anonymity, and they have different things.
it comes with a huge price.
It
You know,
does. It
it comes
does.
with a huge price. Yeah,
Yeah, but I do see them now perhaps moving forward, with a bit more. They have more choices. I can see
yeah.
them talking things
It's a modern
over.
world now. It is a modern world, and I think
Yeah,
we're going to see them becoming more casual.
yeah,
Touching the people more, getting out there. Yeah, amazing. The Queen Mother. She, let's go back to the Blitzes, right? She walked the grounds in that rubble during the war with her people. She went out. She didn't care if she was going to get bombed or not. She
no,
was an amazing woman,
yeah,
really in her own right.
yeah,
I have a friend whose father was a professional photographer that did the royal family's photographs, and it was on consignment, or it was on contract. They didn't pay you. They put you up in a room. They flew you first class. And he remembers being in his 20s, following in his father's footsteps, because his father said, you're going to do my job and you're going to be taking it over, because his brother is a professional entertainer. And so he went in there, and he was very shy, and he didn't know how to act in front of the Queen Mother. And the Queen Mother, she sensed it, and she went over to him, and she made him feel so good, so normal, so welcome, so worthy. And she put
yeah,
him right at ease. He said she was the kindest lady you
yeah.
could ever imagine. He said, she could sense, I guess I was nervous, and I was just sort of
And
with
that
my
comes with the job. You
yeah,
would expect nothing less.
yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
yeah, yeah.
I would very, very much hope that that would be one of her strongest skills and
Yeah.
talents.
And I was quite surprised because
Yeah.
this guy took over his father's business and he had a room just designated for Pope's hats. And his father did the SARS in Russia. His father was very famous here in Toronto as a photographer, and his son took it over. So yeah, very interesting. But anyway, I'm always interested to
Yeah.
talk about the royal family. And I'm sure all of us here that are listening to Anne, because she lives over there. And like she
Yeah.
says, according to Anne,
Yeah.
but we hear things differently over here. And a
Mm.
lot in my room are from the States. I'm from Canada.
Yeah.
You're in the UK. So
Yeah.
yeah, we love this history, and it's a big part of our life here in Canada as well. But
Yeah.
yeah, and so many people talked about, should they still have it? Should they end it? Should they, whatever? There's going to be those that want it and those that don't. But
And
it's
there
very,
always and there always was. And through Planet Anne, this is just Anne.
yeah,
I look on them and see a family and see people.
well, they're people like we are, right? Yeah,
My dad, bless him, we were talking about him earlier. He
yeah,
always used to say to me, when I was growing up, and he said, "Always remember, Anne, that we're all 80% water.
yeah. We're all the same. We all bleed red
Don't
blood.
get
We all,
overwhelmed with people because we're all, I'm saying just people. We're all people, aren't we? And we
yeah,
all have things that we do well and things we do not so well. And we've all done daft things and we've all done lovely things.
yeah,
And I see them as no different, really.
yeah.
Apart from obviously they have a lot of privilege that goes along with that.
Yeah, yeah, but again, it comes with great sacrifice. It comes with,
Yes.
there's terms, definitely. I mean, who wants to? I mean, when I watched that series on the Queen and how they're given this schedule,
Yeah.
you're going to do this today, you're going to do this tomorrow, you're going to do this the next day. They got to get up, they got to put a smile on their face, whether they feel like crap or not, whether they,
Yeah.
whatever, and suck it up, and they go out there, and people don't see that. They just see them.
No.
They're driving in their Bentleys and they've got all these beautiful things around them, but they don't realize that they are just people too. And at least we can say, no, I'm sick, I'm not going to work today. They can't do that
No.
because the society is going to start jumping on them and saying, what do you mean? We're paying you for this, or we need to know why, yeah, it is. It's a whole different world for sure. Well, thanks for sharing that with us.
Sorry about that, but if there's anything, I mean,
I know I kind of put you on the spot here, but
yeah.
these, we're going to do our readings anyway, and they know that. But yeah, I just want
so we'll see. Apparently, Easter weekend, there's usually they all get together at Sandringham in Norfolk. The whole family get together, and there's usually some sort of media photo shoot when they all go to church on Easter Sunday. So that'll be the next thing coming into the newspaper.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah. Well, that's true. Easter's coming, isn't it?
I will see. Right. Erica Duncan, I need to shuffle again because I've got
okay.
The royal family on the deck at the moment. So we'll do
it. So basically I can do her first if you want my card.
Yeah, you do what? Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you want a general, Erica. What I'm seeing here is you might be leaving a situation here. In the center, you've got the Eight of Cups. And the Eight of Cups, though, is the card of balance. So you need to take yourself to center. You may be thinking about wanting to do something or leave something behind. And you're going to make those plans to do that. It could have been a disappointing situation, but nonetheless, I see you moving on either from a situation, a job, or a relationship, or something in your life you're moving on from. Okay. You're very strong. You've got the strength card, but I think you might doubt yourself with making this change in this move, whatever it is in your life. But know that, to me, strength is inner strength, and you've got that. So don't be afraid. Now, Erica, if you're going through any discussions, any bartering systems, any negotiations, I want you to step back and take a breath when you're involved in any kind of discussions and communication, with understanding, compassion, and try to figure out where the other person's coming from. Okay. Sometimes we get caught up in misdirected conversations and anger, and then we want to jump in the heat of the moment, and we retaliate, and we say things we can't take back. And I say this all the time, words are things we can't take back. So be careful. You're at a very good time here in your life. You've got the Empress, and that is a card of of what you nurture, you're going to see grow. She's the ultimate mother here in this deck. And it's about pregnancy and fertility and all those wonderful things. But what you put your focus on, Erica, you nurture, you're going to see it grow and expand. Okay. So you will see fruition come in if you concentrate on your goal that you want to see happen. You've got the Ace of Wands, and there is opportunity coming in right away. It's a new beginning, and it's good news about some new endeavors, some new projects, some creative spark that's coming into your life again, and you're going to find a new passion to work towards something new here, which is really, really nice, and it's going to inspire you. Maybe you're having to walk away from a situation that wasn't inspiring you, and now you've got this new beginning to go into. Get out of your head, though, because you have the Eight of Swords. And the Eight of Swords is that card where we presume, we assume, we get up in our head when things aren't happening the way we want or as quickly as we want. We start thinking they're never going to happen. And we start to get negative. And we bring all that thought into our head. And we feel trapped. But you're not. You're not restricted and you're not trapped. This is a card that says you need to just pivot, step out of your way, and let the chips fall where they may. And I see good opportunity coming into you. I see that you have the strength to walk away from a situation that isn't bringing you in the rewards or, for your hard work and effort that you're putting into something. And you're going to blossom here. You want to create something new, and you have that ability to do that. So those are your cards. I hope they help, and blessings, Erica.
So Erica, first card, Six of Coins. Now, I call this the pennies from heaven card because, look, she's got a little umbrella and thinks it's raining, but actually the coins represent new opportunity. So when it's the coin suit, it could be an increase in finances. It could be a new job, a new career, a new area of study, something that you've been manifesting and hoping for. Here it is, finally showing up. So look out for these new opportunities coming in. The Page of Coins, another coin card, asks you to do the research. Now, the Page of Coins often has a book on the picture. And this card says, do the research, do the study. You need to do some reading and find out more information for yourself. And then you need to put that information into practice. So this is the card out of all of the tarot deck. If ever there was a card giving you homework, this is it. It's this Page of Coins. So do the reading, find out information. The Nine of Wands says, keep going, stay determined, be persistent. It's the card of persistence and determination. Keeping going, supporting yourself, motivating yourself. So new opportunities coming in. Look into them all very carefully. Do your homework. And then I was wondering if one of these cards would come out after our conversation. The Queen. Talking about the royal family, the Queen. Queen of Coins. So if ever there was someone in the tarot deck that you could talk to, and they would give you grounded common sense in a loving way, it's this Queen of Coins. So the Queen of Coins is extremely resourceful, extremely practical, extremely sensible, grounded, really good with money. And anyone who comes into her orbit feels loved and cared for and welcomed. Very focused on the home, very focused on the family, and very grounded. So I do feel that this could be you in this reading, and you are being reminded, grounded common sense, practicality, resourcefulness required, a good handle on finances. Do all of your homework, find out more information for yourself, and then you can make the most of these fantastic opportunities coming in. And don't give up. Stay persistent, stay determined, stay motivated. And when you've done your homework and you ground this and look at things through a really common sense lens, she's also extremely successful. the Queen of Coins because she's learned how to be. She knows how to do things just like that. And I think that could well be the energy surrounding you at the moment. So, Erica, I hope that's helpful. And thank you. Lovely to read for you again. Thank you.
Would help if you could hear me. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Erica. Yeah, I got it now. You know me, I turn it off when I'm shuffling because I don't want the noise over you. I want
It's
to be
fine. I'll talk louder, Brenda, honestly.
okay.
Don't worry.
You know, I'm a noisy shuffler and I'm thinking, oh, that's drowning her out. Okay, everybody's laughing. I know. Leave it up to Brenda. But anyway, don't ever hesitate to, tell me that you can't hear me. Okay. Trend Zone said, life is good, question mark. So he wants to know if what's coming in. So
Okay.
I've actually got his cards here. If you want, I can go first.
Do you want to go first, Brenda? Yes, let's Trend Zone.
So, Trend, you're always concerned about money. You've got the Five of Pentacles here. This is the card of temporary financial hardship, or you feel it's a card of bankruptcy, lack and loss, or believing those things are happening. So, I don't see that with you though, because you've got the Page of Pentacles coming in, which is that lovely messenger about good news to do with material things in our life. And often it has to do with new beginnings, solid new beginnings, setting goals. And also it's, increase in income or money. So you could be hearing good news about money or investments that maybe the interest rates are going up. Now, for some reason, they just said to me, not silver, but gold. Okay, so they threw the word gold out. Trend is really into the stock market and when it comes to investments and stuff like that. So I do think that, you really don't need to feel that you're going to be impoverished or that you're going to have a problem here. But I think in the back of your mind, because you're retired now and you're not working anymore and life has changed, and it does change when we retire. We're not bringing in the big income that we used to. We have to, set aside and budget and so on. But I think you're going to find that there could be something new that you're going to be stepping into. You might be thinking about investing into something different here that might make it lucrative for you in the near future. In the center position, you've got the Tower. The Tower is that card where everybody panics and they see this horrible people flying out of a burning building and it's crashing down. All it means is change. Okay. It's as simple as that. There's going to be some change coming in for you. You're going to rebuild something. You're going to change something for the better. Okay. You've got the World card, and that's end of one cycle and the beginning of a new one. And accomplishments coming in and achievement and success. So they're all good. You're going to feel now that you feel you belong in a situation. You've arrived, as they say. So I think you're in a really good place right now. And at the end, you've got the 10 of Cups. That's happy ever after. That's feeling very comfortable in a situation. That's security within your own little tribe, your own little soul pod, your own home life, your own family, or your chosen family around you. This is about looking to, I always say when the 10 of Cups comes up, no matter how many storms we've had, this card tells us that the rainbows and the sun is going to come out again. And we can expect that pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, whatever that pot of gold is. Okay. It's something wonderful coming in that gives you that stability and security. Okay. So, I wouldn't be worrying about money. I think you're fine there. You're seeing the end of one cycle, beginning of new one, which is a successful one. This sudden change, I wouldn't be bent out of shape about that because I think you're always doing things, changing things around you, Trend. I get that feeling that you don't get stuck in a niche. It's like, okay, I've been here for a while. Now I'm going to do something different, or I'm going to take this from here and put it to there, whatever the case is. So that's what I have for you, Trend. And it's good. You got the 10 of Cups. It's great. You got the Page of Pentacles. It's great. Okay. So yes, life is good.
Yeah. Trend, thank you so much. So your first card with me, card 13, new beginnings, literally what it says on the card. So this is a fresh new chapter, something brand new. It's change, positive change. Brenda was talking about that. And this can be quite transformational change. That's why we have butterflies on the card there. So positive new beginnings, wonderful new chapters showing up. The Two of Pencils is about choices and decisions. And this card shows up and it just gives you a little nudge to remind you to make a positive choice. Now, on the card, she can't decide between this or that. She's stuck. She doesn't know which way to go. So do your homework, do your research, find out everything you possibly can, and be ready to make a positive choice. Out of all the 78 cards, we've both got card 21, the world. The end of one cycle. I'm just going to be telling you in similar words to Brenda. It's the end of one cycle, but the important thing with this, it's the start of something brand new. Now on the card, look, she's been right round the world and she's back where she started. So it's a job well done. There's a reason to celebrate this, something you've done really well. The end of something, but the start of something new, advancement and moving up to the next level. And the Six of Coins right at the end, here you are. These lovely opportunities flying in, things that you've been working on, things that you've been hoping for. And when it's the coin suit, it could be finances, it could be work life, home life, family life. It could be to do, like I said, it could be finances as well. So work opportunity, financial opportunity, something new coming in, and this transformative new beginning. And then all you need to do, and I know it sounds easier said than done, make your positive choice, but do your research first. And here you are, moving up to that next level, moving on, advancement and success. So Trend Zone, I hope that's helpful for you. Thank you.
Beautiful. Okay. All righty. Okay. So we've got a few people in the room. We always have beautiful Jamara and Tammy. We've got Erica. We did Erica. We've got the Tree of Life. Sheila Mayo. Okay. So we're going to go and we're going to do some regular readings here. We're going to give people a couple of cards here for being in the room. And we want to thank you for being in the room today. And my list is, we are going to be doing Tammy and then Damara and Yvette, if you're still here. So people, as we call your name, oh, nope, we're not. We're going to do Tammy first. Here we go. She caught me off guard. What do I do for my loved ones in heaven, please? That's an interesting one.
What do I do? Right. Okay. Okay, Tammy, got some lovely cards for you. And thank you for being our gatekeeper. I always smile every week when I know you're on there, because I just feel I'm so happy that you do that for us. So first of all, a big thank you. Okay, what do your loved ones in heaven are saying? Look at things from a different perspective. This is what this card 12 is all about, awakening. And on the card, look, she's completely upside down. So everything looks completely different from her perspective. So it's looking at things from all different angles and different perspectives. The Four of Pencils is the next one that says, have a rest, have a break. It's very easy to always be doing. Now on the card, look, our lovely little angels, they've got the feet up, they're having a break, having a cup of tea. You have to look closely, but they've each got a little cup of tea, reading. And, you know, sometimes it's in this time when we're having a break and we think we ought to be doing and ought to be busy. That's the best time for hearing your angels and hearing the prompts from the universe, because you're leaving space for that. So take some time out. Don't feel guilty about it. It's there to feel rested, rebalanced, and that will be the space where you are more open to this clarity and these lovely messages coming in. Take things one step at a time. That's the message with this 8 of teacups. Look, she's poised at the edge, wondering how to get to success. And all she has to do is hop onto this little stepping stone. And when she's on there, the next one's right in front of her, and so on and so forth, right across. So take things a step at a time. It's very easy to want to do everything in a giant leap. And believe me, I have an absolute certificate on the wall in someone who tries to run before she can walk. This card asks you, just go a step at a time. One little step after another little step will get you there just the same, in much more manageable way. And when you do all of that, 3 of teacups, positive news, good news, reason to celebrate. Cup of tea and a slice of cake. What could be better?
Wow.
So look at it from all angles. Have a break, have a rest, step back, put your feet up. Sensible, manageable, easy steps, one little step at a time. And that's your recipe for success. So I hope that's helpful, Tammy. Thank you.
Beautiful. Thank you. Okay, Tammy, I decided to pull from Talking to Heaven. I decided, to pull from messages from your guides. And I decided to pull from messages from the Cosmic Oracle cards. Okay. So your first 2 that you have from your Talking to Heaven, they want you to know that they're standing right next to you. The people, your loved ones, they're right there with you. They never really leave us. And we can sense them around because they will leave us messages. You may dream about them, think about them. You might get these thoughts. All of a sudden they pop into your head out of nowhere. And that's them letting you know they're there. They send you these subtle messages to let you know they're always with you. So there's someone with you all the time. I have no more earthly worries is the other message. They're happy. They're at peace. They're wanting you to know that they're in a beautiful, beautiful place now, that they're not suffering, that they're very happy, but they're also letting you know that you're there. They can see you. They're around you. Now, the messages that they're giving you as well is they're telling you that no one said this whole life thing was a race. It's okay to slow down. They want you to take your time. Excuse me. They don't want you to push yourself so hard. You may have been taking an awful lot on your plate. You may be doing a lot of work here. Excuse me. I'm going to cough again. And they're aware of that, Tammy. They want you to slow down. Okay. I mean, especially now when you have found out you have a bit of a health issue now. They're aware of that. And they want you to take care of your needs, Tammy. Okay. You are number one now. As much as you do for your family, your parents, everybody around you. We know that. But they want you to start taking care of yourself. This is crazy. I'm sorry, guys. But once you start, you can't stop. Okay. They want you to always know that you have a reason to feel gratitude. And I know that about you, Tammy. The beautiful things that you put out on Facebook, and you're very spiritual. So always know, no matter how tough things get, we still have a reason to feel gratitude and be happy. Feel the joy in things that you do right now. They want you to be happy, and then go out there and express those feelings with other people. Okay. So how you feel is going to be a ripple effect out there. So they're around you. They want you to be happy, and they want you to take care of yourself. Okay, so those are the messages that I got. Thank you. Okay. Now that I'm choking myself to death here. All righty. I do have a cough candy. That might help, right? There we go. That will fix the situation. Okay, so we were going to go and start with our list and see who we're going to do first. So we're down to 10 people. Let's see who we have. Okay, so Damara, we're ready to do a little card reading for you, my darling. Let's see what we have. Sorry about coughing, everybody, in your ear, but it's just you get this tickle and you think you can get rid of it. It doesn't want to leave you. So I'll be sucking on a cough candy now. I'll be better.
Okay. Damara, I'm smiling away because you've got the most beautiful cards. And out of the cards that we've got, 2 are aces. So aces, new beginnings, something fresh, brilliant new start. So the first one is the Ace of Teacups. So teacups represent the emotions, they represent how you feel. So the Ace of Teacups is happiness, joy, optimism, positivity, all those lovely emotions, something new, and these lovely emotions coming in to find you. So it's you really being appreciated, happiness and joy. It can sometimes mean a new home, but generally these are lovely positive emotions stepping up and stepping in. The 4 of Coins comes in the middle of the reading and says, just consider situations of too much or too little. And on the card here, look, she needs to balance these little scales. So this card is very much to do with finances. So make sure your bank account's balancing. It's to do with work-life balance. Make sure if you're working really hard that you take time out for you. How much time do you give away to other people without scheduling that time for yourself? All those things need considering right now, because the Ace of Coins, the second ace, brings in this golden opportunity, very much in the arena of work, career, finances, home life. And here she is. Look, she's got her back to us and she's moving towards this golden opportunity. She's found the key to the treasure chest and she's moving towards that opportunity for something new. Stand strong. Stay assertive. You can say no. No, thank you. That's a full sentence. This will work well for me. This will work better for me. As long as you are assertive, stand up for yourself and do so when you mix it with kindness, that's going to get you a lot further, a lot faster. And this card also says, you've got this. Absolutely. And I couldn't just leave it on the end there. So the King of Wands came in as your last card. An authority figure in the deck. The King of Wands absolutely personifies confidence, self-esteem. They have a plan. They know exactly what to do. Very much an entrepreneurial energy, very much a business-like feel to this card. The king is very successful because they've learned how to be. They've learned and now are happy to share this information with other people. So this card often comes in as somebody who can come in with a how-to plan to help you. They've got the experience, they've been there, they've done that, they've got the t-shirt, and now stepping up in the mentoring role, helping somebody else. So a lovely selection of cards there. Fresh new start, 2 aces. So wonderful new beginnings with feelings, emotions, happiness and joy. The Ace of Coins brings in that tangible new beginning in the possibly work, career, home life. Balance it all out. Just go steady. Make sure you don't go to one extreme or the other. Know that you've got this. And then up steps the King of Wands. Now, I feel in this reading, this could be somebody helping you. It's not necessarily you. But in comes this individual with this how to plan, because they've been there, they've done that, and their expertise and their wisdom and experience can be just what you need to get you moving forward. So I hope that's helpful, Damara, and thank you for coming into the room. What a pleasure to read for you.
Wow, beautiful. Well, you do have a new beginning with me too. You have the Ace of Wands, Damara, and that is new ideas, something coming in very creative and exciting. And it's like you're going to see, you finally going to see the light. Okay. You're going to open your eyes and you're going to have that aha moment where you're going to be able to finally see something in true clarity. It comes in with take responsibility for your actions. Okay. Be sure, be precise, and be sure you're accurate on your direction you want to go and this new direction that you're going to go. So be sure this is exactly what you want. You've also got live your life with both feet in, commit fully to being there. Okay. So once you've made your mind up, you have to go forward and commit to this. Okay. So I don't know if you're going to be signing some legal documents or something that is going to really be binding and you know, a firm thing here. You might have to do that. Trust yourself. Always trust others once they've earned it. So you might need to be careful about who you're rubbing elbows with or who you're getting into business with. Be very open-minded, be very careful with who you're going to be getting involved in, especially if there is some signing of documents with somebody. Okay. Be sure that you are 100% sure with this, where you're going. Okay. So, because you're going to have to take responsibility for your actions if you're not careful. Trust yourself. Okay. But before you trust anybody else, they have to prove their worthiness to you. Okay. Now, you've got guilt is a normal feeling. Just breathe in and let it go. Okay. So if you're feeling something, some guilt about something, and it can be something as small as, you know, somebody might have wanted you to do something and you had to change plans. It doesn't mean that it's anything major, but you have to let that guilt go. It's a normal feeling, but you have to throw it out because it's going to slow you down. If there's a situation with somebody, a relationship or somebody that you've been with in the past, you may be feeling guilty about something right now, or maybe you're changing something, or you feel like you're betraying somebody because you're not going to be there for them, or you're changing whatever. This is your life, sweetheart. You have to do what's right for you. Okay. And you've always been there. You've always been in a situation where you've been fully committed and where you've been in life with both feet. That's who you are. You never say no. But there's going to come a time where you're going to have to do that. And sometimes it's going to make you feel guilty, but you do matter. You're worthy of this change. Okay. Yes. Feel bad leaving situations, but understand it's yes, exactly. And at the end of the day, the best card in the entire deck, the Sun. And this is about you walking in your light, you being able to shine in your glow and your joy, and people being able to recognize who you are and getting that respect and the rewards coming in for your hard work and effort. I love the Sun. It's always that card of you, succeeding in ways that you never thought you could. So you're definitely going to see success coming in. Be careful of who you rub elbows with is what they're telling me. And once you commit, you're going to jump in with both feet. Okay. So that's what I've got for you. Very different cards. I pulled only two tarot cards. The rest were oracle messages. So great. Oh, hi, Mimi. Thank you for coming in. Do you see new things coming in my life? Thank you. All right. Let's see what we have for you. You're welcome, Damara. Thank you for always coming in the room and being here to support us and for being a member of my channel.
So that me. Here we are. Do you see new things coming into my life? Yes. And very quickly, lots going on all at once. That's the 8 of Wands card. Can you see them juggling on the card? So very much delays over. Suddenly, if things have felt a little bit stuck or a little bit stalled, not anymore. The 8 of Wands is everything up in the air. Suddenly, things taking off. You dealing with all sorts of different things all at the same time for the best reasons possible. So do I see new things? Yes, I do. Now, the Queen of Teacups is the next card, an authority figure in the deck. The Queen absolutely personifies humanity, humility, and charity. And very often in a role where she's helping other people. And that's just what she's doing here. Look, she's making cups of tea for other people. Now, the reason she is so good at helping others is that she looks after herself first. So when everything takes off, make sure that you look after you first. Brenda has a lovely saying, and she says, you can't pour from an empty cup. So look after you. And then this could well be you in a role where you are helping other people feel better. So it could be volunteering, it could be a charitable role, it could be a role where you are literally helping other people and helping them feel good. The 5 of Teacups says it's time to move on from the past. Acknowledge that. It's been there for a reason. It's brought you to where you are now. But here we are. Look, she's moving forward towards joy. So very much a card of you assessing things, leaving some things behind, learning from them and being so grateful about that. But then here you are moving forward and moving towards joy. So stay positive. This is the 9 of Pencils. Stay positive, stay focused, and focus on what could go right. Very often we are programmed to do just the opposite. So yes, expect to get busy, look after you, and then stepping up into this role of helping other people. And it's time to move forward. It's time to move on. So I hope that's helpful. And thank you for coming into the room.
Wow, nice, beautiful reading. And okay, me. I like that. It's cute. You've got the 7 of Wands. You could be defending your corner, standing up to defend yourself or something here. Don't back down. I always say this is a wounded warrior, having to feel battle weary. You may have in the past had to do that, but you decided that you're not going to do it anymore because you have the 10 of Wands, and the 10 of Wands is that card that says you pushed yourself very hard. You got through, you made the deadlines. You were the one having to do all the work, feeling like you were taking on the burdens of the world. But once you reached your summit, once you got that completed because you were focused on something, you got it done, but it wasn't fun. Now you're realizing that you're not going to put yourself through that again. You're going to make things easier for yourself. You're not going to be the beast of burden. You're not going to take on other people's drama. You're not going to take on other people's work all the time. Okay. This is about you pushing very hard. You have pushed yourself hard to get to a certain place. And this is why you're getting the victory after hard work and struggle. You're going to get recognized for who you are and what you've done. Okay. Even though this was very difficult for you, you had to stand up for yourself and prove yourself. It's showing me now that you're going to get recognized for that. Okay. This is almost like public recognition where somebody's going to give you that attaboy, attagirl pat on the back, and people are going to be happy for you. Your wishes are going to be fulfilled. You've got the 9 of Cups, beautiful energy coming in. Yes, things are coming in. Things are coming into your life that are going to be very good. So this is beautiful. Wishes coming true. Your hard work is paying off. You're going to see happiness and victory and getting noticed. And at the end of the day, it's going to make you want to celebrate this with other people in your family or your friends or your colleagues. So you're definitely moving forward. You worked hard. You're getting noticed for the hard work you've done. Your dreams and wishes are going to come true because of this, and you're going to have a reason to celebrate something. So beautiful message. Wow. Oof. I like them when they come in like that. Thank you very much, Mimi, for your super chat and for asking us that question. So now we're going to go to Yvette. If you're here, Yvette, you may not be. Please step forward and let us know so that we will move on to the next person if you're not here. I keep losing things on my desk here. So step forward if you're still here, Yvette. Okay. So we've done Tammy and we've done Damara. And so let us know, guys, who's here. We've still got the Tree of Life, Francis Disco, Stephanie, Sheila Mayo, and Yvette. So whoever's here, step forward. And the first one to step forward, we're going to give you.
Have we got Cindy on the list, Brenda?
Don't see Cindy. Where's Cindy?
Cindy Mahabir is
here
in the room.
Let me go back. Oh, yes, I do have Cindy. Where is she on the list? I said hi to her, but I didn't put her on the list. So, okay, hang on. She should be right up there. So if you're here, Cindy, let us know, okay? So I'm going to put your name in here. Okay, so Yvette's here, Stephanie's here. So we'll go ahead and we'll do Yvette next, okay? So we'll give you a few cards, Yvette. Okay. It's not a full reading, of course. This is just some general energy here for you being in the room. And Stephanie's here. She's another member. Okay, so members seem to get. We always give our members a few and our monitors a few more cards than we do regular chat clients. But thank you for coming in, and we'll definitely give you some energy here. Okay.
So Yvette, first card, 5 of Pencils. Now this is all about learning from experience and moving on with new plans and new ideas and a new way forward. So on the card, she's closed this little gate. She's learned that. She's been there. She's done that. She's got the T-shirt. She's got all that lovely wisdom from the experiences that she's had. And now it's moving forward with new plans and new ideas. You've got the victory card next, the 6 of Wands. That's clearly going to be successful. Literally what it says on the card, success, victory, after you've been really busy. And the 3 of Pencils is very much a card of healing and moving on, expecting the situation to get better. So 2 of your cards are about moving on, fresh direction, healing, new plans and new ideas, but take with you what you've learned in the past. And when you do, that's where the success can be found. So I hope that's helpful, Yvette. Very much a breath of fresh air, healing, moving on, new direction.
Beautiful. Thank you. Yvette, you've got let your feelings out, all of them, even the ones that scare you. So you might have been holding things in where you needed to speak up to voice your opinion on something, or let the powers that be know who you are and what you're made of. So you could be dealing with authority figures. You could be dealing with family members, anybody here, but you need to let your feelings out, whether they're good or they're negative. You can't harbor them and hold them in too long. You might have been hanging in limbo, feeling like you're not moving ahead at the moment. This is about taking a time out. This is always a pause in action. You know, things aren't moving too quickly for you. You could be waiting for something. But while you're there in this in between, it's time for you to still know that you can do the research. You can do something in the background while you're still hanging in limbo. This is a temporary pause in action. It doesn't mean you have to stay there in limbo here. And once you get the information and everything that you need, you're good. You're going to hit the ground running. You're just waiting for something to happen. And it might be this. You've got the 6 of Pentacles. This is the card of the gift card. I always say this is the gift. This is give and take, push, pull, negotiations, bargaining. This could be receiving something from somebody on a very charitable way. You could be doing something for somebody else. So this is give and take and receiving something or giving something. Happy ever after, my darling. You have the 10 of Cups, and that says that things are going to work out in your favor. Excuse me. This is happiness in family, home life, and also in the material part of your life. This is saying that, you know, all those storms are going to come to an end and you will see happiness come into your life now. So I hope that helps. Thank you very much, Yvette, for coming into my room and for being here, supporting our channel, my channel. All right. So the next one that came in here was, she says, understanding, letting feelings out. Sometimes you might hold things in and you need to be able to let those feelings out. Okay. Okay. So Stephanie's here too. All right. Stephanie's here. Yeah. We're down to 7 people. So a few of them might have had to go and do other things. So we'll see. If you're here, guys, let us know. Okay. Yeah, I didn't know how many people would be here today with it being a Saturday, because some people work Saturdays, right? And and they're busy and they have things to do, or if they're not working, they're shopping or whatever. Now over here, this is March break for the kids at school, as they say, spring break. And this is the end of the spring break here. So people might be traveling as well, coming home from wherever they've been with their families. So they could be on the road too. But it's great.
Yvette, no, not Yvette, Stephanie, do beg your pardon. Page of Wands is your first card. Lots of new information coming in for you. So the pages all bring in a message. They all have an envelope on the card. And the Page of Wands brings in news, positive news, new ideas, new opportunity, positive change, brand new information. It might be a new creative project, generally something that you are really interested in and really enthusiastic about. So look out for these messages coming in, information coming in to find you. The King of Coins is next, an authority figure in the deck. The King of Coins is the Midas touch king. Everything they do is successful because they've learned how to be. So in comes this King of Coins with success, confidence, and new opportunity. Now, the kings in the deck are very much an energy of a teacher mentor. So the King of Coins would step in with a how to plan, how to be successful in work life, in career, with finances. It's very much to do with our home life, family life, work life. And they bring in the success and the opportunity. So we've got 2 cards here, all about new opportunities coming in. So do be aware of that. And the 8 of Teacups says, go steady, take it a step at a time. Everything doesn't have to be done in a rush or in a giant leap. All she's got to do is take that first step, and then the next is in front of her, and so on and so forth. So break things down into manageable steps. Don't feel overwhelmed by anything. Get your plan together on how you're going to be successful. But take notice of this lovely news coming in. Make the most of these new opportunities. And when you take it a step at a time in manageable steps, that's the way to success. That's how you're going to succeed. So I hope that's helpful, Stephanie.
Beautiful. Thank you. Hi, Earl. Nice to see you. Okay. You've got the Hermit. And Stephanie, it's telling me that you're going to take a step back. You're going to want to take some time out. You might be thinking about something. You could be recovering, healing through a situation as well. But I think you're trying to seek something within. You could be leaning into spirituality more. You could be tapping into mentors around you that can guide you to cope with the situation. And you're learning something on this journey that you're on. The Hermit goes on a journey. He's looking for something. Okay, he's trying to find something, and he taps into the right resources and the right contacts to do that. So when he learns, he's able to go out there and teach, preach, and convey that information or that beautiful energy out into the world for others as well. So you may be taking a time out to think about and reflect on what it is you want to do. You've got the strength card, and that says you're stronger than you really believe you are. This is the card where it's split, where she looks like a lion and then she looks like a lovely woman. And that means don't get caught up in any heated arguments or debates right now where you're going to get caught up in the energy of that and maybe say things or, that you can't take back. This is a card that says you need to be understanding, compassionate, and, and forgiving, even if you're in any kind of a situation with somebody. And I want to tell you, the other card you've got, and they're leading me to read it to you now, is open your heart, not just a little, all the way, and let that love flow in. So looking at things in a kinder, compassionate, understanding, tolerable, and forgiving way. You've got a beautiful card here. You're pretty determined. You've got that very confident queen, the Queen of Wands. And the Queen of Wands is that queen that, she's learned, she scratched her way up to the top. She's struggled. She's walked through the fire. She's come out the other side. And she's so confident now that nothing's going to stop her. And as you know, I always make Anne laugh when I say she's the queen that flips the bird at everybody that doubts her. And she looks them in the eye and she says, watch me. So stay determined, Stephanie. If you've got a goal or something you want to go towards that you really, really want, open your heart, allow yourself to stay determined and confident and go after it. You're stronger than you really believe you are. And you've been thinking about doing something here for a while. Okay. That's what I have for you. I hope that helps. Thank you. Hi, Marky Mark. How are you doing? Nice to see you here. Marky Mark has a channel. Go look him up. He's out here on YouTube as well. He's an amazing medium. He has the capability, guys, of bringing people across from the other side with beautiful messages for you. So make sure you check him out. He's read for me, and he was dead on. And in fact, it even shocked him because he read my late husband, and my late husband even told him his name. So he's saying hi, Anne.
Hi, Mark.
So we're going through our list, Mark, here. We're down to 8 people. So Stephanie, anybody else in the room here? We've got, I know we have Earl and we have Marky Mark right now. The Tree of Life, Francis Disco, Sheila, and Cindy. If you're here, guys, give us a heads up because we'll pull some cards on the energy around you right now. Okay. So let's see. Earl's here. Let's do Earl first.
Okay.
And then Earl, you're still here. I know you came in the room, and we're down to 9 people. So let's see. And then Mark, hang in there, okay? And I'll pull some cards on you. We'll pull some cards on you too. So these are general energy around you, as you know, Earl, okay?
So we're reading for Earl.
Yeah, he's here somewhere. I know he was here.
Okay.
So Earl.
That's fine. So Earl, the first card out for you is card 18, the Moon. This asks you to follow your intuition. Go within, ask yourself how you feel about something. This card also says there might be some new information coming to light that you need to know. So if you have a situation going on at the moment, you might not know the whole story. There might be new information coming in. Pay attention to that and really pay attention to how you feel about something. And whenever lovely readers like myself say, trust your intuition, it's always easier said than done. So a really good way to do that is ask yourself, how do I feel about that? Am I feeling enthusiastic about it and really happy? Am I feeling that there's something else I need to check out? So make sure you have all the information that you need. The Five of Wands says if there's any drama going on in the background, leave it where it is. If it doesn't concern you, don't take any notice. Keep moving towards the sunshine. On this card, look, the thunder's there, the lightning is there. She can see it and hear it, but well protected with her umbrella and a little Wellington boots. She's moving past that. She's leaving that behind. So very much a card of leaving the nonsense behind. And your final card, the Nine of Teacups, is the wishes coming true card. This is you manifesting exactly what it is that you would like. And the loveliest thing about this card, this is these lovely things you've been manifesting, these lovely new opportunities actually coming into view. So the Nine of Teacups is very much about success. It's about happiness. It's about things that you've been hoping for and dreaming of actually showing up. So I hope that's helpful, Earl, and thank you for being in the room. It's a pleasure to read for you.
Okay, Earl, you better come back in here and let us know you heard that that reading. You were here a couple minutes ago. Usually stay and hang in. Okay, Earl, you've got the card Burned Bridges, lack of trust, disloyal, turned back on. Okay, there might have been a situation in your past that this happened to you. You might have, you might have, drawn a line in the sand in a situation because there wasn't trust. Something happened, came in there, and you felt that somebody had, done you wrong, basically, and you've turned your back on them. Okay. But I want to tell you that you saw the light because you got the Ace of Swords. And that's a card that says you get that aha moment. You see the truth in a situation. You're not confused anymore. And you've learned to move on from it. Okay. You must forgive if you want to be free. Do it for yourself. Okay. So whatever this situation was where you burnt some bridges with somebody or them with you. Okay. We have to always free ourselves by letting that energy go. It doesn't mean we have to condone the behavior or how we were treated or what happened in that situation. But in order for us to move forward and, and pick up momentum in the right direction, we've got to throw it out there. And I tell people this all the time, throw it out with forgiveness. It doesn't mean you're going to forget it or you're going to condone that behavior. Okay. Or ever allow it in again, but you're going to see clarity in a situation now. You got the Wheel of Fortune. And you know me in my readings. I always say, if you get the Wheel of Fortune, get on that wagon and ride it hard, because you're going to see that you're going to have good fortune coming in, good karma being led down the path towards you. This is end of one cycle, beginning of a new one as well. It's similar to the world, but this is good fortune coming in. And that can be in the form of time, effort, support, maybe even something when it has to do with finances and money. So, seeing the truth in something, Earl, moving forward from that, letting it go, letting that past go, because I know you're in a new relationship. You're wanting to move ahead, and you're going to find that, you're going to feel like you hit the jackpot. Okay. With this new move, you're going in. Okay. So I hope that helps. Beautiful. Okay. Here's tomorrow, which, Helen says, me thinking if all of this go to plan, I could use those 9 months in Paros, the name of the city. I pass my driver's license. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Thanks, Helen, for letting us know that. And welcome, Abhinav. Oh, I'm going to wreck this name. Abhinav Nagar. Okay. Welcome to my room. And yeah, great. What's coming in your life? Well, if you go down to that $, my dear friend, and you make a super chat donation, minimum of $5, we'll pull some cards on that for you if you want. Okay. We're giving out cards in the room, general reading only to people that are here. But if you want to know a question, then you have to pay for a super chat. Okay. And you get double the reading here with Anne and me. Okay. You're moving to Raleigh, North Carolina. Yeah, I know. Been there, but I went to see, stock car racer, big one. Can't think of his name now. Isn't that awful? I was involved in NASCAR for years. So, yeah. Anyway, Moving on. Okay, so let's see who we've got here. As I had said, Earl's here, and Marky Mark's here. So let's pull some cards on Marky Mark. Okay, let's see what we have here for you, Mark. You're welcome, Earl. It's always nice to see you. You're always in my room and supporting what we do. So we really appreciate that. Marky Mark has his own channel out here as well. We won't feel sorry for him because he lives on a beautiful island. He's in Bermuda. What a beautiful place to live. And you know, it's amazing. Couldn't be in a better place. And he knows it. He loves it there. He's traveled all over, he says, but he always comes home to his roots, and that's where he's happy.
I bet the energy there is amazing.
Oh.
Bermuda. Yeah. Marky Mark, thank you for coming in the room. So your first card here, 7 of Wands. Now, this card is a mindfulness card, and it reminds you to be assertive. And when you are assertive and kind at the same time, you're going to get a lot further, a lot faster. And on the card here, look, she's so close to success. But she has to get through this gate and these grumpy sheep behind it. So she's going to have to be assertive and kind and move them out the way to get where she's going. So being assertive and standing up for yourself. Remember to take some time out. That's the 4 of Pencils card. That's the card of rest and relaxation. Now, sometimes when we take a rest and take time out, we think nothing is happening, when in fact everything is happening, because that's where the space can be found for you to hear the lovely whispers of your angels and the prompts from the universe. So this 4 of Pencils is saying, just take a step back, take some time out, because it's in that free time and in that rest time that you're going to have your light bulb moments. You're clearly going to do that because one of the best cards in the deck, the Star card, is next. This is you stepping into the spotlight on your own dance floor. This is success. This is you making a wish. This is things coming to fruition that you've been working on. And it's very much a card of success. And the 10 of Teacups just backs that card up beautifully. Emotional fulfillment, happiness and joy. So I hope that's helpful. Stand up for yourself, be assertive. No is a full sentence. No, thank you if you need it to be. Be kind alongside that. Remember to take your break and your time out, and then get on that dance floor. The spotlight is yours. So I hope that's helpful.
Beautiful. Well, when you said rest up, I've got recharge. Okay. So, you know, right now, Mark, I mean, breathe in, let it go, and clear your mind. I think this is a time where you're thinking about direction, what it is you want to do. You're planning something here. Yes, you have your brick and mortar job, but you're still always putting your feelers out there, thinking of things that you can be creative with and tapping into those resources. So this is a time where you're going to be thinking, but recharging your batteries here, breathing in and letting go, doing more meditative work, perhaps mat work. And to me, if you know me, mat work means getting on your knees, and that's prayer work. You could be getting into that right now. You had something happen in your past here, Mark, and it had to do with envy. You know, somebody resented you for something and they wanted to compete with you, and they were just totally discontented in life, and they wanted to throw all that misdirected negative energy at you. But I think that you're moving on from that. Okay. You realize that you've taken some risks and you've gone after what you want. This is the Chariot. I always say the Chariot is, you know, realizing there's risks and consequences, but you go into that arena with the mindset, I'm going to come out ahead. I've learned from my bruises, and now I'm going forward. And this is a card of success. You know that. I call this a champion. Okay, great accomplishment is coming into you, but take your time to recharge at this moment. Okay, thinking about what it is you want to do. But I also want you to know that you need to give credit where credit's due for doing a good job at this whole thing about life. You're doing great. Give yourself some credit. Don't beat yourself up, Mark. Okay, you may be the kind of person that, you're great at. We always are great at giving advice to other people, but when it comes down to it, we're hardest on ourselves, right? When we're not out there in front of people, we're always thinking that we're not good enough, or why can't I have more, or whatever the case is. But you're coming into your own now again, and you were there, and you're coming back into that. You're too amazing to follow anybody else, and you're forging your own path now as well. Yeah. So thank you for confirming that. So that's interesting. So yeah, so you're still healing through that, and it takes time to get over that. When people betray us and people envy us, and people put out defamatory, nastiness about us, it does take time to get over that. But you're building on that, and how you're doing that is going out there and sharing that energy with other people, saying, "Hey, I've had that. I've been there. I've got over it, and you can too." Right? So you are charging towards your goals, Mark. I do think that you're going to hit the mark here. Pardon my pun. This is about great accomplishment coming into yourself. And now you need to give credit to yourself. Okay. Pat yourself on the back. You deserve this. Okay. You're too amazing to ever compare yourself to anybody else. Okay. You're forging your own path right now. And I think that's what's going to help you recharge and help you to move forward. But yeah, this resentful, this envy, this card here, and look how black it is. Look at this card. I mean, there's the guy, and they wanted to compete with you, and when they couldn't, then they wanted to attack you. Okay, so but you've got through this. Okay, so I hope those cards help you. But you're saying, yeah, that you do feel that way. Yeah. Hi Charlotte, how are you? Where is she here? Feeling a lot better, but we'll be back around at the end of the month. Yes, Charlotte's coming back onto YouTube. Charlotte's been very sick, guys, with pneumonia, and she just hasn't been herself, and rightfully so. I mean, she just slept and slept and slept hours away, but she's finally on the mend now. The medication is helping her, and she's been very busy with other things. So she'll be coming back at around the end of the month to be back out on YouTube again. And she does a lot of lives as well. Those of you that do know her or don't know her, she's got a great channel out here. So please, check her out. She's got her own channel out here as well called Charlie's Angel Taro. So yeah, she goes live a lot. Both spot on. Oh, great. Thank you, Mark.
Thank you.
The clarification here. Okay, so what have we got here? Let's do Charlotte. She's come in because we'll be probably shutting down soon. We've been out here an hour and a half, and the room is winding down. Now, those that haven't had any messages from us in general cards, feel free to step up and say that you're here so that we can address that. Okay, so let's see. Charlotte. You're saying hello to everybody. Stay here, Charlotte. We'll pull some cards for you, okay? For coming in the room. All right. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Let's see what Spirit's got.
So, Charlotte, thank you for coming in, and get well soon. Sending lots of love from sunny Yorkshire. 5 of coins is your first card. Now, this is all about focus, as you know. And on the card, look here, she's so focused on this empty piggy bank that she hasn't realized she's sitting on 3 coins and there are 2 right behind her. So this is knowing that you have the resources that you need. This card asks you to focus on your strengths, not on anything else. It's also the card that says if you need any help, ask for it, because that in itself is a real sign of strength. and know that you have all the resources that you need. The Temperance card is next. This is all about balance. It's about compromise. It's about mixing ideas together, just going steady, not taking anything to the extreme. So talking things over, compromising. It's about give, it's about take, doing things differently sometimes than you've been used to. And your final card is unity, card number 5. Now, this is about working well together. This card, everybody sitting around a table, everybody bringing something different to the table for the benefit of everybody else. So it's working well together, working in groups, teaching, mentoring, talking things over. It's lovely that it's followed this Temperance card, because very much a card of discussion, very much a card of conversation, very much a card of working out something new. Very often with this unity card, it's working out a new way forward that you perhaps haven't thought of before. So working out something new and knowing that you've got this, you can do this, and you have everything you need. So thank you, Shah, and lots of love coming from Yorkshire.
You don't know how accurate that reading is, Anne, because I've been talking to Charlotte, and she is going to come out, but she's going to be doing something different and something new, as well as what she does. So you hit it on the head. Okay.
Thank you.
It's going to be exciting, let me tell you. Okay, so let's see what we have here. I've got for you, Charlotte. First of all, my darling, stop trying to carry the world on your shoulders. Okay, you always are the one to step up to the plate and be there for other people, and often you do it without getting any reward or return for your hard work and efforts you put out there. This is about you thinking about yourself now. You're going to be balancing yourself. You've made a decision to move on with the 8 of Cups. This is a card that says you're not there yet. You're still, you're planning something, you're working something, you're studying something, and then you're going to get out there and you're going to have the wisdom that you need to do this. You are planting your seeds to make some change in your life with the Queen of Pentacles, and she's the Queen of Fertility. This is about planting your seeds and being patient and waiting for it to come into fruition. You're doing this slowly, which is great. It's the same with the 8 of Cups. You're not there yet. You're balancing this. You're working on it. And, you're going to be able to get there. Clear your mental and physical clutter. You will feel so much better. Yeah, you've had a lot on your plate. I can tell you've been doing an awful lot, in the background there while once you regained your strength again, before you go out here on YouTube, you've had a lot of things to do on a personal level there, but try to not let this, eat away at you. Okay. Clear your mental and physical clutter. You have been making changes, I know, around your home, redecorating, renovating, doing things like that. And you're going to find that you'll have a clearer sight line in order to go towards your new goals when you do that. It's funny how when we purge and we get rid of things and we start to change things in the way we think and we look at things get easier for us. But it's going to come in. You're planting your seeds now, because here comes your 9 of Pentacles. And I always say that's walking in your garden of abundance, but keeping your eyes open. And that's what you're doing. I always say be open-minded, look at things from a wider perspective. Don't just go in the Garden of Eden and pick from one tree. You've got all those resources and different opportunities coming in. And I see you doing different things, which is really going to get your creative juices flowing again. Trust yourself always. Trust others once they've earned it. And this came up too for Damara, I think it was. So this is about you. You've had your, how can I put this? You've had your reasons to distrust people because you feel as though they weren't who they claim to be. And this is about trusting your intuition and your instincts, because you are very intuitive, and you have that ability to pretty much always do good character analysis on people, but sometimes we can get blindsided. And I think you've had that issue here. Trust others. You're going to be very guarded now, and you're only going to trust people once they've earned their trust in you. It's taking you time to finally, get over a situation and say, okay, you got to prove to me that I can trust you. Okay. And then I'm going to be in your end of the ring 100% because you do that with people. So, stop trying to carry the world on your shoulders, clear your mental and physical clutter. You're going to feel so much better. And, trust your intuition always. Okay. Because it's usually dead on, but you're moving in a new direction, and it's a new direction towards success. So this is great. Okay, Charlotte, thank you so much for coming in the room. And yeah, it's always nice to see you. Okay, so who else do we have in the room that we haven't read? I think we're caught up. I don't see anybody. We've got 8 people in the room here, but if anybody has not had a couple messages from us, please let us know you're here. There are people here on my list that have been that came in the room, but they may not be here now. So that's the thing. They're on the list.
Did we read for Cindy?
No, but if she's not stepping forward,
no. I wonder if she's come in and gone out.
Yeah, is she someone you know? Is this Cindy that you know?
Yeah, the name rings a bell, and I'm sure she's left me some lovely comments on my YouTube. This is why I'm making sure that if she's here.
So if you're here, Cindy, give us a heads up, because we'd love to acknowledge you and to give you a couple of messages if you're in the room. So anybody else here who's not had a message from us, we've got Sheila Mayo, Cindy Mahar, we've got Aberranaw, Francis Disco, Tree of Life. These people, they were here for a while, and then we got busy. And we got busy. So they may have not, they may have not stayed. So
okay.
The 9 that are here are probably the originals that have been here with us. So
okay.
Anyway, yeah. So it's so nice to do this. And we came out today instead of tomorrow. And yeah, so you're going to be busy tomorrow, are you?
Yes, busy tomorrow. Really looking forward to that. To just have a couple of days off.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping, we've looked at the weather forecast, and we are thrilled to bits that where we're going appears to be dry without any more rain.
Tell me what's significant of that area of England that you're going to.
Oh, it's absolutely beautiful. It's Northumberland. It is up on the northeast coast.
So you're near the sea.
On the coast,
On the coast, that's what I thought.
The beaches are beautiful to walk on. Now, for anybody overseas, this isn't a bikini beach. This will be
not over there in England. No, I know.
Yeah, it's going to be brisk, but it's lots of history up there. Lots of castles, Bamborough Castle.
Oh, nice.
Oh, it's just an amazing.
Will you be visiting some of those places?
Yeah, absolutely.
So take lots of pictures so you can share them.
Oh yeah, show
and let us know, because that sounds wonderful.
There's something about the light up there, and I cannot. I've heard other people say this.
Yeah,
the most fantastic skies up there, and because you're out in rural, and there aren't many big towns out there. I mean, when it goes dark, it's like a velvet curtain coming down, but the stars are fantastic. They've got, is it observatories you call them?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Go there and stargaze, which is absolutely amazing. But there's something about the light. Quite a lot of artists like to go up there.
Planetariums. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. But awesome. the skies, and if I get some... I'll have to get my camera out and get going. But, when you're walking along, you can get a full 360 degrees of beautiful sky. And that's what we love, you see. We get out walking and get the fresh air. So, yeah, can't wait. Looking forward to it.
That sounds wonderful. I always thought I wanted to go to Britain because of the history and the castles and everything. And I mean, castles are all over the world, Germany and France and everywhere.
Oh,
right? Yeah. And so Andre gave me a choice between, where would you like to go? And I always said, I always thought I'd like to go to Britain because of the history there and the monarchy and all of that. And then I thought France. And then I said, but I decided on Italy. And he sat there and he cried because that's his favorite place in the whole world. And this is I didn't know that, right? And so I got involved in going into that type of history, Greek and, and Roman and all of that, ancient history, right?
Yes,
but I just love seeing seeing the ruins, the rubble of over in England, the churches that are, aren't there anymore. And the same with Italy. And I mean, I'm a real sponge when it comes to history. I love it. And, and to rub the stones and walk the graveyards. And that's the kind of person I am. Because I'm a medium, I talk to the dead, and I get messages, and people say, "Aren't you afraid of that?" And I said, "No." I said, it's a wonderful connection to have that ability to do that. So yeah, I want
literally near where I live, just
Yeah.
20 minutes up the road is York. And that is absolutely steeped in history. It was a Roman town.
I mean, Romans were everywhere. They were everywhere, right? All over
They
the
must
world.
have felt the cold. I'm sorry. I know it's not very nice, but when they've come over from lovely sunny Italy and they're in north of England.
For sure. They don't, I mean, unless you're in the Amalfi, and I've been in the Amalfi. It depends on whether you're North Italy or what. Northern Italy, of course, is much colder, and they get snow in the the Dolomites and we always tried to stay south and in Sicily as well. But Sicily was so hot. I mean, you get those winds that come over from Africa, and you're dying. And I remember when we landed in Rome, and then we went over to either Palermo or Catania, and he had rented a black convertible. And their air conditioning's not like it is here in their vehicles or their homes. And I was ready to rip my shirt off and my bra off and everything, because it was 42 Celsius. It was absolutely deadly. And we were at the height of the Shiraka winds from Africa. And it was like, I said to him, "Andre, I'm going to die." I said, I'm going to die. I mean, I'm going to get heat stroke. And he's saying, "Darling, just give it a minute." He said, he had the roof up. He said, "The car's been sitting in a rental lot all day in this heat. The air conditioning will kick in." And it did. But I was ready to, I don't know what.
I think you can bake something at 42 degrees. I'm sure you could.
I mean, I've been to the Caribbean, and I've been to Cuba, and I've been all over the place. And, in the wintertime, when you get off that airplane and you step down, and years ago, you didn't go into a terminal, you walked on the tarmac into a terminal, and that hot air that will boof. And it was like, "Oh, this is nice. I don't have snow." And then after 5 minutes, you're dying. It's like, "Oh my God, I'm in a country that doesn't have proper air conditioning. How am I going to live?" We're so privileged here that when we have a 90-degree day Fahrenheit, we push a button and we're in an icy room. And, you go over to other countries, and I look at them and you go, "You're telling me that little thing above the door here is going to keep me cool?" And they look at me and they go, "Yeah, it will." And it does, but it's amazing. But I just love history. And so please do take lots of pictures, and I hope you do get to walk that beach. And I'm so glad that you're going to be staying with, seeing, your mother and family that you can enjoy and share. And I wish my mother was here. She's not. And my father, and so many of us have lost our parents and some of our siblings, and, just enjoy the moment for sure.
Thank you.
Anyway, so listen, guys, this has been a blast. We're down to 7 people. Thank you so much, Charlotte. Charlotte says Mercury, here we go. Let's see. Charlotte says Mercury retrograde will be here for 10 to 14 days. Be careful of electrical and mechanical things. Yeah, I found that out when I went to Italy. I thought, I retrograde, right? Yeah, our phones died. We had to get SIM cards. There were all kinds of electrical problems that we had, and that's what happened to us for sure. So we get
I think that's the beginning of April, isn't it?
Yeah.
Brenda, we've got a lovely Judith Anderson in the room. I don't know whether she's still in. She's come in just.
Judith, if you're still here, she says, "I have not been able to get on my YouTube, Facebook Extra for a while, on and off. Also was unsubscribed from all channels. Have missed your channel." So that's really weird.
How does that happen?
So we still get people that come in and they'll say, "Gee, I finally found you." So what it is, Judith, if you're not active, on a regular basis, being consistently out there on those platforms, sometimes you get lost, and in the wayside, and they do that. So anyway, if you're still here, excuse me, Judith, we'll give you a few little messages, and then you're going to be our last. Good night, Charlotte. Thanks for coming in, sweetheart. And you get your rest, okay? And we'll be chatting soon.
Thank you.
Okay, so she's still here. So here we go. All right. So we'll give you a few cards, Judith, and you're going to be our last for today. and because we're down to 5 people, and we've been out here almost 2 hours. And so
Where does that time go?
no,
It flies by. The fastest 2 hours of the week.
I know it is so true. Alrighty. Okay.
There we are. Okay, Judith. First card for you, the Hermit card. This is you shining your light in the world. This is card very much asking you to step up into this leadership role. But it's not just an ordinary leadership role. It's a special one because it's leading by example and teaching from experience. And those are absolutely wonderful qualities. The Six of Teacups is a card of the past. So it might be somebody from the past coming in to help you, but generally, this is reminiscing, it's talking things over, it's remembering with love. But it's also the card that says, realize how far you've come and realize how well you're doing. The Seven of Coins says, get busy, do the groundwork. If you're starting something new, don't just think about it, don't just intend to do it. Do the groundwork, plant the seeds, get things moving, and then know that the success will come in divine and appropriate timing. And to finish off, another authority figure in the deck, the Emperor. This is about planning, getting organized. I was saying here, do the groundwork. Well, the Emperor comes in after that and says, time to get really organized. The Emperor is ready in a moment to go because everything is planned in advance. There's a step-by-step plan. And again, very much stepping up into a leadership role. So, Judith, I hope that's helpful. Step-by-step plan, stepping up and leading by example. What a lovely job.
Beautiful.
So thank you.
Okay, Judith, you have such a bright light inside. Stop dimming it. Okay, step out of your way. Allow yourself to know that you are worthy. You are enough. What you have is enough. You are enough. Okay. Don't put yourself down. Don't beat yourself up. Don't be your own critic. Okay. Stop critiquing yourself. This is about you realizing that you have everything there to be that beautiful person. You're such a bright light. Now you've got check with your body and release any tension you're carrying right now. So this is about, possibly being hard on yourself emotionally. If you've been sort of off and this is the time. I know we're going into retrograde, but we're not, totally there yet. But be aware of how you're feeling. Maybe I'm not a doctor, but maybe you need to go have a checkup. Maybe you haven't been feeling 100% yourself. It might be time to make those changes to find out so that you can be on, heading forward in a positive direction again, so that you feel good and release any of that tension that you're carrying. Now you've got the treasure chest, which is amazing. And this is the card that says an unforeseen windfall of a new abundance comes into you. Now know that abundance can be in the form of time, effort, or even money. So maybe your prayers for financial support have been heard and assistance is here for you now. And it comes in wonderful, unexpected ways. Remain in a state of gratitude that says the money is already here. Okay. You got to think of it, that it's already here. And that's how we attract it to come into us. When you feel grateful before the demonstration of supply occurs, it reveals your faith. And your faith is the energy that draws riches to you without delay. And, maybe you should just be saying, thank you for all the support, supply, abundance, and money that you bring me. I am grateful for these riches, which I use in divine ways to bring blessings to the universe. Your supply may show up in the form of money, or it may come in as new opportunities, brilliant ideas, or gifts from others. So bless and honor the divine gifts however they come to you. Okay. Your gratitude ensures continually overflowing abundance in your life. So something's coming in and it sounds really good. So you've been working on something and you're going to see fruition coming your way. You're welcome. Thank you so much, Judith. Well, this is it, guys. We're going to shut down now. And again, we can't thank you enough. We've been out here 2 hours and we never believe that we are, and it goes so quick. And thank you so much, Anne, for changing your
Oh,
day and still wanting to come out. She said she wouldn't be
absolutely.
available. And I said, well, we can either do this, not do this, or maybe you can do this Saturday. So it didn't make any difference to me. And
Yeah.
so it was great. And we had a nice
Thank
room.
you.
We had a great room and we've been busy, and we always have a great room. We always have beautiful people come into our
Yeah.
rooms. So we'll be back next week. Am I right? To
Yes,
Sunday.
we
Yeah.
will on the Sunday.
This coming Sunday, next
Yes.
week. And know that Anne's videos are out there for next week. Her weeklies are out there, all the zodiac signs, and mine as well. For any of the Pisces in the room, you've got your Pisces everything out there, your daily messages, and your vibe from your guides for daily messages, and the weekend is out there now too. So I also do, and so does Anne. You do a daily message as well, right? Short.
Not
Yeah.
yet. I
Not
used to do a daily message, but
Yeah.
Facebook haven't been quite
Yeah.
getting that out for me. So I'm mainly focusing on the weeklies on YouTube and a pick a card on a Monday.
Yes. I was doing a
Yeah.
pick a card too. So
Yep.
I've been watching yours. They're great. So thank you so much, Judith. Thank you for taking the time to read for me. No, it's always nice to see
You're welcome.
somebody in the room. And I'm sorry that you've lost track, but please go into Anne Ellis Angels. Please support her by subscribing to her and give us a thumbs up. And you're out here on mine now. So if you're not subscribe to my channel, please do that as well, because that's how everybody out here supports what we do. And it's free. I tell people you can subscribe now, and if later on down the road you want to unsubscribe, that's your choice, right? Okay, Damara, love you, and everybody else in the room, thank you so much for being here. And I'll see you shortly. Take care.
Thank you.
All right.
Take care.
God bless everybody. Have a great weekend.